Hello everyone, coming here from on the green. Joe Edwards here, Communications Manager, ahead of what promises to be a fantastic final here at Monmouth Green on Saturday afternoon. The Premier Greyhound Racing Puppy Derby coming into a head. We'll see who gets their hands on that £20,000 winner's prize. Had a fantastic few heats over the last few weeks, building up to this final, and hopefully it'll live up to its billing. Looks like it's going to be a fantastic race on paper. We'll take you through the runners that are going into it. It will be race 9 this Saturday lunchtime. 12:47 is the off time. Hopefully you can make it down to the track here at Monmouth. Admission is free. There's some top supporting opens as well, but let's go to the main event, which is the Premier Greyhound Racing Puppy Derby. In trap 1 is Droopy's Eunice. In trap 2 is Untold Dollar. Trap 3, Barntic Bear. Trap 4, Get Up Me Champ. Trap 5, Uma Hertig. And trap 6 is Clowner Curly. Droopy's Eunice, a couple of seconds for Maxine Locke in heats over the past couple of weeks. Running from trap 1 and could have the pace to win this final. Hasn't won a race in the build-up, granted, but has looked impressive in each of the runs that she's had. Just looking at a second to Uma Hertig, which was no disgrace at all in the semi-finals. Second to Iceman's Girl in the initial first round. So she could be one to turn heads. We'll see how she goes. Droopy's Eunice, owned by Mr. G. O'Mahony. Untold Dollar running from trap 2 for Carol Reverall, owned by Mr. C.C. Purdy and Mr. J. Purdy. This could easily go all the way and win it, in my eyes at least. Untold Dollar won last week, was the quickest in the semi-finals. Won very convincingly, actually. 28-27 was the winning time. Won by 7 3/4 lengths. Really impressive run from Untold Dollar. A very young pup. This will only be his third race on British ground, but it could be third time the charm and going all the way and winning this competition. Trap 3 is Barntic Bear, trained by Patrick Janssens, owned by Mr. G. Carpenter, Mr. PJ Carpenter, Mr. K.S. Deer and Mr. R.S. Marlin. Remarkably was last at the first bend in his semi-final, and then won. Just really turned on the style on the back straight and won in some style, and could be one to go all the way. I mean, all the dogs are in the final for a reason. They're all there on merit, and Barntic Bear again wouldn't be a surprise if it's the connections of that dog celebrating on the winner's podium afterwards on Saturday afternoon. Get Up Me Champ is in trap 4, and by Mr. D.B. Ornstein, trained by Belinda Green from Hove. Belinda looking to have a second consecutive winner of the competition, having had Brady's Bullet last year. Get Up Me Champ is ranked the outsider with the bookmakers, but a couple of seconds in the heats, and again, he's there on merit, and you never know, could be one to maybe surprise the odds and go all the way again and win this competition. That being said, trap 5, Uma Hertig, trained by Tom Elbron and owned by the FOMO 5 Syndicate, has been very, very impressive over the past couple of weeks. Probably the star performer in the initial first round heats and then the semi-finals, winning both races, winning ahead of Clonner Curly in the first round and winning ahead of Droopy's Eunice in the semi-finals. A 28-16 and then a 28-41. So, yeah, a very quick dog. Tom Elbron's dogs tend to do well at this track as well, it seems. And Uma Hertig, 5 wins from 7 runs in a young career so far. And if I had to pick, which doesn't really mean a lot, but my kind of inkling would be towards Uma Hertig, but you never know. It's such a strong field. And then 6 is Clowner Curly, trained by Diane Henry and owned by Mr. K.A. Boothby. Was the competition favourite coming into it, and remains heavily fancied by the bookmakers. 1 win and 4 seconds from 5 runs, so he's always there and there or thereabouts. 2 second place finishes in the heats and then the semi-finals. Runs from trap 6, but yeah, don't look past Clona Curley. He's been the competition favourite for a reason, and still very heavily fancied to win the competition for Diane Henry. And again, would not be a surprise to see Diane and Connection to the Dog going on the podium afterwards and claiming that big check and the trophy. So we'll see what happens. It promises to be an exciting final. Premier Greyhound Racing Puppy Derby. There's the Jim Woods Memorial final also being run, a 630 metre stayers race, a Category 3 final that's on. We've got a 900 metre marathon, which is not something you see all the time here at Monmouth, so that should be worth a watch. And we've got last year's Gold Cup winner, Lynx Maverick, running in the final race on the card as well. So Saturday lunchtime should be an interesting one, should be a lot of fun. Entry is free. Hopefully see you down here for the Premier Greyhound Racing Puppy Derby final.